Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the Ride or Die tag originated by Jaclyn Hill. I was inspired to do this tag and I was inspired to wear this colored lip because of the color of her hair where she's wearing that wig in that video. I was like, I'm gonna wear that lipstick, which I never wear, but honestly I should wear because I kind of dig it, right? Do you guys dig it? I think it's kind of fun. The shade is C603 and the new Makeup Forever Artist Rouge Cream Lipsticks. It is just a gorgeous color that I'm really glad that I finally have the balls to wear. You just have to make sure that it doesn't get on your teeth because it is a creamy formula is the only thing. It's not one of my ride or dies, but I thought a lot of you would be asking. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of blue, green, teal color, and I will be rocking that today for this video. Okay, so let's just get down to business. My Ride or Die primer is obviously the Professional by Benefit. It's the old standard. It fills all your pores. It makes your skin super smooth and primed with that silicone primer for anything you put on top of it. Obviously, if you have a water-based foundation or something, it might compete with that and ball up. So I understand why some people don't like this because you do have to use a compatible foundation for it to, give its maximum effectiveness. But I do think overall this is the one that I bring with me wherever I travel, and that's usually a pretty good indicator of what is your ride or die. So definitely it was an easy choice, the Professional. Foundation and concealer were surprisingly easy. In my drawer of makeup, my foundation drawer is the most full, so you would think it would be the hardest one to choose, but I know I always go for this. I always know what to expect from it. It performs perfectly. I just can trust it, and that's the thing. It's like I'll go back and I'll use other foundations. I'll be like, oh, I love this. This is my new favorite. This is my new favorite. This is my new favorite. And then I'll go and use it later. I'll be like, why did I love this so much? But I never feel that way when I go back to this. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. It is not super matte. It's a demi matte. I feel like lasts forever. I can build it up. I can have super light coverage with this. I can have full coverage with this. It just does everything. It's super versatile, lasts forever because it's not too dry for the winter, and it's definitely useful in the summer. So yeah, I think a lot of people like this one, and it's for good reason. Concealer was a little bit harder. I was debating, but at the end of the day, I do have hereditary dark circles right here, and it's really frustrating when I can't find something that will cover that up. It might make the overall area look lighter, but for some reason, it doesn't actually make that shadow kind of go away. The only thing that actually comes super close that I find also works well on like areas of the face that I want to conceal is the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. It was my first product that introduced me to the It Cosmetics line, which is now one of my favorite beauty brands overall. There's some sort of light reflecting thing in it that really makes your under eyes look great. It also has collagen, vitamins. It just makes your skin look really nice underneath your eyes so it doesn't make your eyes look crepey while still giving sort of like a light reflecting property that conceals dark circles caused by, hereditary discoloration, etc. It's full coverage, a little goes a long way. This is still my first tube that I ever had, and they're still about half full of this because you only need a pin-sized drop, which is another reason why I love it. If you haven't tried it, I suggest trying it. It might not be for you. It's a little thick, but I recommend putting a dot on the tip of your fingers, rubbing it together, and then putting it under your eyes instead of going straight for it. You might find it tugs a little bit because it is a thick, very emollient product. It does need to be set with powder as well, but it is definitely my ride or die if I can only use one. Next are face powders. My overall favorite face powder without question was super easy. It is the Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Powder. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. It is a dupe for Max Mineralized Skin Finishes. They're natural, natural plus dark, deep, whatever, I don't know. But I find it's much better. The other ones break me out from MAC. This does not. It's super smooth. I also use this as a foundation sometimes too. When I'm into powder foundations, I'll go through phases where I just want to use a powder foundation, and this is great. It will give you maximum coverage if you want it. If you want to just use it as a light dusting overall face powder, it also works very well for that. They have a decent amount of shades. I wish the shade range was a little bit better, but can't complain. You can find something that'll work for you. It's at a good price point, and it lasts forever. It is the Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Compact. I'm in the shade Light BT Dubs. For under eye setting powder and overall just kind of translucent powder, this isn't a translucent powder, it does have color in it, but it's the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo. I go through phases, I try other powders, I like them fine, I go back to using this and I'm like, why did I ever stop using you? This is one of those powders that if you buff into the skin will make you look like an airbrushed doll. It is just undetectable, super, super soft. It doesn't make you look crepey. It's great for the under eye. It's great for concealing pores too. And I believe this entire jar, which is not even halfway, it's about halfway done now, and I've had it for years, cost me like $6 or something online. It was ridiculous. I've yet to use the RCMA No Color Powder, which I think would be like the most comparable item, but I really love this Van Nuys Luxury Powder, and as long as I have it, I don't really feel the need to buy anything else. So yeah, really, really awesome product for super cheap. Blush was a little bit harder. There's a lot of blushes that I love, but when I think about what's with me when I travel, it is this little foursome right here, and the main guy that I use is this by Makeup Geek. It is Spellbound. It's probably their most universally popular color. It goes well with every skin type. It's soft, it's neutral, it's not going to compete with anything else on your face. It's creamy, it's blendable. It doesn't look like a bunch of blush on your face. That's why it is my number one ride or die blush. Bronzer was probably the easiest of them all. I talked about this in my favorites for August. It is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. It's holy grail. It's your blush, your bronzer, your highlighter all in one product. It's the most natural looking bronzer I believe that's on the market. It will make you look like a bronzed goddess without being a tryhard, which is what I love about it. It's very expensive. It's a $50 bronzer, which to me is just absolutely ridiculous, but it does last a very long time, and because it can replace 2 other products, I do believe that it is worth it. It's ride or die status, can't live without it. I will be spending $50 if I run out of it, no questions asked. Highlight was also hard because highlight depends on your mood, but I just picked what I usually use most often, and that when I use I get the most compliments, and that, no surprise, is Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop by Becca. It is that universally flattering champagne gold color, not too gold, not too pink. It's just right on the money, has a little bit of peach to it. I'm not wearing it today, but it is just one of those things that I put on with some bronzer and very light makeup. I just feel like a summery bronze goddess. I put this on my body as well. It's just, I don't have to say a lot about it. You all know. It's creamy, it's a gorgeous product, a gorgeous formula, even if the color is not for you. Becca highlighters are some of the best in the market, you all know that. I don't think I have to go into too much detail with this one. My favorite setting spray is definitely just MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This one is a different color because, let's be honest, I mixed something else in here with it because I didn't want to travel with 2 bottles when I moved. But it's about this much of something else and this much MAC Prep and Prime. I was going to use the all-nighter, but sometimes that dries me out so much when my face starts flaking. I should really try the Chill Setting Spray from Urban Decay, but this one does everything I need it to do. It sets all my powders, it makes my makeup look fresh, makes my face look fresh, and I like the applicator as well. The bottle is really nice. So yeah, I had to go with Fix Plus, old standby, the original. My favorite mascara, no surprise, is the Benefit Roller Lash. It is my holy grail, will never be without. Don't know why I try other mascaras when this one is so good. Mascara. I get so many compliments when I wear this. People think I'm wearing false lashes. I'm not. It's everything. It's everything. I don't know how anybody couldn't like this. I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong, but you're wrong if you don't like it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's the best. It's the best. My ride or die lipstick. I'm really more of a lip gloss girl, but if I'm gonna wear lipstick, 9 times out of 10, if I don't know what to put on, I will put on Japanese Maple. It's a cream sheen from MAC. Don't know why it took me so long to try this. I love the cream sheen formula. I think it's the most universally flattering formula. I don't like when my lips are too matte. This is just one of those that I can pair with any gloss on top and it's going to look flattering. It's very peachy without being too orange. It's just a really nice nude. I don't know if you can get that, but I love the formula. I love the color. I find it goes with most looks, and that's why it's probably my ride or die lipstick. It's just the one I always grab. So what else makes something a ride or die, right? Now, my ride or die liquid lip was hard, but the one I always usually go to where I'm like, I like this guy and I like this formula. It's probably one of my favorite formula that I own and color. So it is the TULA Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in the color Baci, not sure, B-A-C-I, that's how it's spelled. It's gorgeous. It's a plummy nude. It's got pink, it's got purple, it's got mauve. The formula is just so luxurious, so just comfortable all day long. That's what I love about it. I find again that this goes with most looks, and it's not your typical nude. It does have pigment, like it is a color, do you know what I mean? It's not gonna wash you out. It's definitely something that's gonna make your lips look like a statement without being too much. It's that nice middle ground, which is why if I could only have one, that's the one that I would pick. It's TULA Stay All Day in My Ride or Die lip gloss was, again, really easy. It's the most expensive and best lip gloss I've ever used. It is the Lip Maximizer Collagen Active Lip Gloss by Dior, the Dior Addict line. Looks like this. I could never believe that people would buy, like, I think this is like a $36 lip gloss. And I was like, it's lip gloss, and it doesn't even really have a color to it. But something about the Lip Maximizer Collagen effect, it makes my lips look plump without stinging. It evens out all the lines in my mouth and around my mouth, so my lips just look super smooth. I just love putting this on. It's not sticky, it's comfortable, the color is very flattering. I would buy this again when it runs out, as crazy as that seems because it's so expensive, but it's by far my favorite lip gloss. Sorry about it. To be fair, I've picked some drugstore things, right? One thing. My favorite lashes were hard. I really want to say that they're the Demi Wispies, but I don't have any with me right now. That would probably be my Ride or Die because I feel like they go with both, like most looks. They're also accessible. I don't have any on me to show you, but the Ardell Demi Wispies are cheap and amazing, and I don't think anybody can argue with that. But the Ardell Demi Wispies are it. They're it. Go look them up online. You probably know what I'm talking about. They're awesome. Those are my Ride or Dies. I'm sorry I don't have one to show you. Don't hate me. Alright, eyeshadow palette. I tend to make my own Z palettes, so this was very hard, but when I had to just narrow it down to actual palettes, it became very easy, and it's, you know, the old standard Too Faced Chocolate Bar OG palette. This is the new packaging. You know, before it used to be a little bit clunkier. It's got a nice big mirror, so if you do have a mirror on your Ride or Die island, you would. You have some nice pops of color with the cranberry and the purple, as well as your standards, multiple finishes, shimmers, mattes. It's a great palette. It's pigmented, it blends out well. Anybody who's just getting into makeup and wants a nice, travel-friendly, sleek palette, I definitely recommend this one. Anybody who asks me, I usually say you can't go wrong with the OG chocolate bar palette. The other two are fine, but this one I feel like is the most universally flattering and my favorite colors, which is my Ride or Dies, right? So I don't even know why I'm explaining. And the last question is perfume, and this is tough because if you only smell like one thing for the rest of your life, what would you want to smell like? And even though it's so expensive, I'm going to choose the Sud Pacifique Vanille Extreme. I only have the little spray roller. I don't want to say roller ball, it's not a roller ball, it's a spray, but it's small. This alone was like 25 bucks. So expensive, but, and it's small. It's not like the size of the average roller ball. It's tiny, but it smells like a bakery. And every time I smell it, I feel happy. And everybody who smells me says I smell really yummy, which who doesn't want to smell yummy? So I'm gonna go with this one because it's appropriate for day and night. I really like it. It's a new favorite, but I think I could be pleased if this is all I could wear for the rest of my life. And hopefully somebody's paying for it for me because I can't afford to have this on hand every day. Thanks so much. Well, that does it for my Ride or Die tag. I hope you enjoyed getting to know my makeup must-haves, my Ride or Dies, my can't live withouts. Tell me yours. Please, I tag anybody watching to do this tag. I'm really excited to see all of your favorite things. You can either comment them down below. Tell me some of my products if you love them too, things that you think I should try. Let's start a conversation down below in the comments. Like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you next time on my channel. Time to take this blue lipstick off so that I don't get it all over my face, which I know I will. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!